Oh. Well, hello there, sports fans. Darren here at the Music Vault yet again. Another video. Oh my goodness. There. Okay. So I was just on YouTube and that, and there's a thread going around, show me your albums and stuff from 1974. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Now Ron, he pulled out like 25 of them. I don't know, I think I did 15. And I only did that because I went one album for every month in that year that I had. So then I got, but I also one up. There, according to Wikipedia, there was a list of bands that formed in 1974, and I did those ones too. Some of them I'm quite surprised. Other ones I'm not. So I think I will do the ones. These are bands that were formed in 1974, according to Wikipedia. Now, if these aren't, now these albums here aren't from 1974. These are the bands that were formed in 1974. So don't message me and go, those albums didn't come out at that time. I know. A lot of them are. But anyways, there's only I only got a handful because I only have a handful of those bands that were on the list. Anyways, there was probably more, and I probably have them. There was a small short list before it said and more, and I just went from that small short list. Anyways, so the first up, formed in 1974 as Yesterday and Today, was Y&T. This album came out in 1984, 10 years later. This is not their first album, but this is a great album nonetheless. This one has Lipstick and Leather on it, which is a great song. So, to me, these guys are the pioneers of punk rock. And this album came out in 76, and that is the Ramones. And this has got the infamous Blitzkrieg Bop, Beat on the Brat, Judy is a Punk, I Don't Want to Go Down to the Basement, Loudmouth, Havana Affair, 53rd and 3rd, Let's Dance. Those are probably the ones that everybody really knows. I've had this album. This is a Canadian pressing. I don't even know how long I've had this album. I want to say I bought it sometime in the 80s, and I've had it ever since, and it is in mint condition. Another band that came out in the 70s, which was 74, this album came out in 86 I believe. Raven, they came out in 1974. This Raven, I'm actually quite surprised. Like the Y&T, I'm very surprised. I would have said with Y&T 78, 79, because I remember their earlier stuff being Yesterday and Today before they went over to the Y&T thing. So I would have said 78, 79, but not 74. That's a long time ago. This one, yes, I'm not surprised. George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. Well, this one is George Thorogood and the Destroyers. This particular one came out in my glasses are crap. 1985. So again, 11 years after. This has got Gear Drammer, I Drink Alone. Yeah, it's got Willie and the Hand Jive. So it's got those three songs that maybe everybody knows. But the rest of it, no. And this one, yes, I knew that this band came out in the early 70s, and that is Helix. I I mean, you can tell just by looking at them all. This is from the 70s. But yeah, or this album here actually is not from the 70s. I stand corrected. This is from... I don't see a date. I don't see a date. This is on H&S Records. Now I'm gonna really want to see what year it came out. 1983. And I know they had an album, I think, before this one as well. But according to Wikipedia, Helix was formed in 1974. Anyways, that's that. On to... Now, I'm not going to do them all in order, but just know that these albums came out in 1974. The first one is Rock-a-Rolla. I don't have that for some reason on vinyl. I thought I did. And I don't have it on regular CD anyway either. I have it on this double with Sad Wings of Destiny. Now that I do have a couple copies of on CD and on vinyl. And now on this, but Rock-a-Rolla, I don't. Up next, 1974's Deep Purple, Stormbringer. This came out in 1974. I want to say December of 94 it said. Yeah. Now this is an old album. I've had that for a long time too. Next up, one of two Kiss albums that came out in 1974. This is Hotter Than Hell. Came out on Casablanca Records in the US, and it came out on Quality Records Limited in Canada. And this is the Canadian pressing. It's a beat up copy. I don't know where I got it from, but it is beat. And the cover is anyways. I don't know if the vinyl is or not. I have it until I can find a really good copy. But yep, Kiss, 1974, Hotter Than Hell. 1974's Bad Company on the Swan Song label. This is Can't Get Enough, Rock Steady, Ready for Your Love, Don't Let Me Down, Bad Company, The Way I Choose, Moving On, Seagull. I want to say that this is Bad Company's first record, but that's 1974's Bad Company. The greatest band in the world, Rush. And this is their debut from 1974 on 1977. But this came... What? Oh, okay. This. Well, according to Wikipedia and everybody else, this came out in 74. But why it says 77 on it is beyond me. That's weird, because it said Rush, 1974 on Wikipedia. Anyways, if it's not, oh well, it's Rush, and it deserves a mention. Man, I could have sworn that came out in 74. Because I know they started around 68, I think. Anyways, second of two Deep Purple albums. This is the wrong album. I grabbed the wrong album. I don't know why I grabbed the wrong... Oh, for crying out loud. Anyways, there's another Deep Purple that came out in 1974, and I forgot what it was, and I grabbed the wrong album, because this is the very best of Deep Purple. Yeah, no, that's the wrong one. And then there's Kiss. And this one came out in 1974 as well on Casablanca Records, and if I'm not mistaken, this is an American pressing. And it's in decent shape. That's probably my favorite Kiss cover ever. Is that one. That's Peter Criss's original makeup, Ace Frehley's original makeup. That's, to me, this is the best Kiss cover ever, and the makeup and everything. So, yeah, that's what I picked out for 1974. I thought it was a pretty cool thread. If I remember, Chris Propfe, I think he started it. I got the idea from Ron, who got it from Chris. So I thought it was pretty cool. So let's see your 1974. And Ron brought up why he did 1974. Chris looks young enough that he was probably born in 74, because there's Dude 1975. So Chris could have been born in 74, and that's probably why he did it. It's a cool idea. I did one for my 50th, which I was born in 1970. So I did every album that was that came out the year I was born, 1970. That is somewhere in the vault. See ya, guys.